Hey guys, what's going on? It's Russell again. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I do a ton of different reviews on alert services, including options, stocks, and even longer term investments. So today I want to go through a couple of free option swing trade alerts. Now, I did one of these the other day, and some guy was commenting. He was like, This is what you're showing here is not an alert service. This shows how inexperienced a trader you are and stuff." And it was the Hindenburg Research newsletter that comes out. And I think he was taking it a little bit literally. I mean, when a newsletter sends out an idea of, saying they're going short on something, of course it's an alert. Yeah, it's not a typical alert service, but it's an idea. It's a notification from experts that know what they're talking about that send out an idea and saying that they're buying. Sure, they don't give exact prices and stuff, but that's not really, you know, doesn't really need to have that to be a trade alert, right? So anyway, that guy was a bit of a Mongo chops, and he got quite abusive, saying like, "Oh, obviously you're a new trader," and it's just weird. These guys, like, on YouTube, it's crazy. Anywho, moving on to today's video. So, the first one I have for you today that's completely free, I've talked a little bit about this guy before, is a guy called Greg Manarino. I've done a review of him before on my website, and I'll put a link to this in the description below. So, Greg is also known as the Robin Hood of the stock market. He mainly calls himself that, so self-proclaimed Robin Hood of Wall Street. He has a really large following on his email list and on his YouTube page, and he's quite a character. He calls all his subscribers lions, and he definitely has some really strong opinions. So if you want to check out his YouTube channel, it's here. I'll leave a link to that as well in the description below. You can see some of his videos are pretty crazy, but they get a ton of views. He has 29,000, 33,000 in the space of a few days or a week. So he does rant on a lot about the market and different things like oil and all the politics as well. But what you really want to look at if you're interested in selling options and holding them for a swing trade is you want to sign up to his newsletter. So on his site here, you can go to here and look. You can just hit subscribe here. And you can put in your email address. Let's see, so go back here. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, so here we go. So join Manarino's Lions free newsletter. Click here. So you put in your email address and you can sign up and get these free alerts sent to your email directly. There's also this website which has a chat room and everything on it. So here's the chat room. You can sign up. You just need to have a username, but it's completely free. And you can read through some of this stuff. It's not the best. I haven't spent a lot of time in here. Some of it's really boring, and it's mainly by users that do maybe not know, do or do not know what they're talking about. I'm not that interested in it, but it's kind of cool, free chat room. But the free swing trade alerts by Greg are actually options, and they're selling options, so it's not for everybody. I've recently gotten into selling options. But if you like the idea of selling premium, where you basically sell an options contract to a buyer and then allow time decay to basically bring that option value down to hopefully zero by the time it expires, then you can make some pretty passive income just holding these things. So it's something I'm really getting into, and Greg is really, really good at doing this. So his service is completely free. He does sometimes ask for donations. So it's, sometimes send him $10 or something, just if I've taken a particularly good idea from him. So he does mainly larger cap stocks like Apple. He will sell premium, so he'll usually sell pretty far out of the money, or at least a long expiration date. Let me just double check his thing here. So if we find one of his current newsletters here. Right, so like here. Oh, this is his book, so he has a book out as well. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. His website's not very easy to navigate. Let me see. It's a Substack. Nope, that's no use either. Yeah, he definitely needs to work on the user friendliness of his site, because I can't seem to find what it was. Is this it? Let's see. Yeah, this is terrible. I've completely like lost where all this information is. Let's see what this is. We've been on this one already. Anyway, if you manage to find it, you'll find out that he takes trades that are pretty much like a year or so out. So you'll sell an option and he'll hold it for sometimes weeks, sometimes months, and then you'll cover it and take profit. So basically, you do need a bit of money. So here we go. Here's one that he did that was just long. So he bought calls. So he also does like normal, directional options as well. The biggest downside is they are expensive. So they don't expire for like a year. So it usually means that they're pretty pricey. So you have to have a decent amount of capital to do it. But his win rate is ridiculous. It's like 90%. You do have to manage the trades yourself. I wouldn't recommend waiting for him. He usually takes profits in the single digits of like 4 to 8%. But you're putting a lot of money into these, so it's usually hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, depending on your account size. So I really like these. The picks come out sometimes several a day, sometimes nothing for a couple of days, and you can just basically follow along. So pretty cool service, completely free, highly entertaining. So yeah, if you're looking for a swing options trading service that's completely free, go and check out Greg Mannarino. Anyway, that's the main one I wanted to cover today. The other one that's completely free is kind of weird. So I have this Facebook group, and I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It's mainly for reviewing and talking about alert services, but we have a guy that just joined, and he's an experienced trader. This is him, Andy Andrews. He's quite a character, but he's been alerting free options trades for swings in the Facebook group, and occasionally we'll get guys doing this, and he's quite passionate about doing this, and a lot of his stuff is really winning quite well. So he's playing like this, SPXS, does puts. He's not the best at communicating his ideas sometimes. Andy, if you're listening to this, no offense, but your ideas are amazing and you're clearly making a lot of money, but being able to communicate them to everybody is useful as well. So anyway, if you're looking for something that's completely free and you want to learn from this guy, I would highly recommend coming and joining us in the Facebook group. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. That's 2 free ways to get some swing options trading going, and just keep watching the videos as they come out. I'm going to keep doing some free stuff as well as the paid services as well. Alright guys, catch you later.